Daniel Durst is the worst.
How do you say that?
DUERST.
Durst is the worst.
Durst the worst, bitch!
Durst the worst, bitch.
I'm every woman. I'm every woman. I'm every woman. Hey! I'm not just. Wait. Where's the lady? You see that sign over there?
Which one?
If they tear us down, we rise up. You see that sign right there? If they tear us down, we rise up. So I just can't understand why y'all don't feel I'm every woman. But maybe y'all will feel Aretha Franklin. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. Yes. Listen, I am every woman. And I ain't bragging, but if you need something done, whatever you need, baby, I do it naturally. Okay. But let me say, words cannot describe how incredibly proud I am to be here today and of Sarah and Kaylee.
Yeah.
Sarah and Kaylee said this march needs to come to Milwaukee.
Yes.
Milwaukee needs to have a voice in this too. But we need to go to Kenosha and Racine and Warsaw, and we need to go all over this state and all over this nation, making sure that women rise up. Rise up. And all the people who worked hard to help organize this, let's give them a round of applause. We've come a long way since last year. And some woman out here has a t-shirt. It has Wonder Woman on it. And she's hitting this guy with an orange face and some blonde hair. I mean, a rug. So, I'm telling you, we've come a long way since what has happened in D.C. Since the march even in Madison last year and all over. It was truly a march that was one of the largest across the world. The largest the largest protest in the history of this country. That's amazing. Shout out to women. It says, when women show up, we show out. Last year, we saw women, specifically women of color, breaking barriers, knocking down doors, running for office, walking in new roles as elected officials and around the country. In Virginia, Elizabeth and Haley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
First delegate, Latina delegate. Shout out to the first Latina delegate in Virginia. And shout out to our very own first Latina, Joe Casta. They unseated incumbent Republicans. Shout out to Tamika Vukovic, who ran in Glendale. First African-American woman in Glendale to take some territory. What about Kathy Tran, the first Asian-American member of the House of Delegates? The first openly lesbian delegate. But Danica, she a bad something. The first transgender delegate. And she unseated a male incumbent. Bob Marshall. See, Bob wouldn't debate her. He refused to even address her. And you know what she went and did? She said, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, somebody said she kicked booty. She did. She said, I'm not gonna just be mad. I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna rise up, and I'm gonna do something about it. And she made him her constituent. What about Ashley Bennett in New Jersey, who in November last year showed up at a local council meeting and protested a legislator, John Kerman. He mocked her and mocked the women's movement in 2017. He said something like, will the women, you know, who are protesting in the movement, will they be home in time to make dinner? I like the way Ashley thinks. Ashley decided to run for his seat. John is now Ashley's constituent. When women show up, we show out. When women show up, we show out. When women show up, we show out. These are women who were marginalized, who were undervalued, who felt like they needed to do something about what was dead smack in front of them. Listen, they literally had to confront all types of resistance, all type of adversity. And they walked straight up to that adversity and said, not today. This is about to change right now. The time is now. Your time is up. Let me tell you, if we don't go and claim territory like the Tamikas of the world, like the Danikas of the world, like the Ashleys of the world, then something's wrong with us. It's our voice. It's our vaginas. It's our children. It's our community. It's our voice and we have to be heard. We have to make sure that legislation like what President Barack Obama did with Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act, we need to make sure that kind of legislation gets done. Let me just remind you for one quick moment, in Wisconsin we went backwards when the feds went forward. Those in charge here undid protections for women. Don't forget. Don't forget.
Oh, we won't.
Don't forget. So the people like those women who ran, the people like Keith Ellison who works to protect reproductive rights, our very own having a voice in the Senate, Tammy Baldwin. Their contributions and partnerships are invaluable, but make no mistake, it is a woman who knows what it feels like to be spat on, to be humiliated when she's leaving or trying to go to a Planned Parenthood clinic. It's our voice. When we show up, we show up. After making one of the most difficult decisions in a woman's life, she don't need nobody trying to tell her what she and her God, if she believes, and her doctor decide to do. That's why I'm calling on every woman, each and every one of you, to support the women in your lives. Now listen, you can't just support with some nice words. You gotta run, but you gotta support women running with donations, with your time, with your energy. The women, I saw one woman with a sign says past, present, and future, talking about the Me Too movement. Time is up. Time is up for that kind of behavior. We need the right women in places to make a difference. So there is no more business as usual in this country, in this state, in this county, in this city, in your house. My sisters, I applaud you for being here.
I am a mom of 3 daughters and I am a judge.
spent my life working to empower women. I have spent my life making sure that your voices, our voices, are heard. That we fight against domestic violence. That we fight against human trafficking. That we make sure that we are at the table. And that's why we need to elect women. We need leaders like Lena. We need leaders like Jocasta. We need leaders like Tamika. And we need a woman on the Supreme Court who's going to look out for our rights. We still have 1 in 5 women in this state are judges. Only 1 in 5. We need to do something about that. All of us here need to get out. We need to vote. And we need to step up. And February 20th is your opportunity. I am running for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Dallas for justice. Show up and show out! Show up and show out! Show up and show out! Listen, we not only need to do it, but we need to claim new territory. We need to run. And I want to take one moment and give Tamika an opportunity to speak because she did something that we often don't do. See, boys, I'm just going to tell the truth, they come out the womb thinking they can run for president. But girls have to be asked a lot of times. And in Glendale, when she became the first African-American woman to be an alderwoman, it has made a difference. It puts a voice, a different voice at the table, a different perspective at the table. So we can't just run in the same places. We got to do a Jabez. And we got to go claim some territory, right, Tamika? Come tell them why we got to claim some territory. Hello, women of Wisconsin! Hello, women of Wisconsin! My name is Tamika Vukovich, but first and foremost, the first elected position that I got was Glen Hill, River Hill School Board. I had 2 elected positions. I was the very first person of color to be elected, and that is where territory was pulled. Our school district is 50+% kids of color, but they had no representation. I represent them now. I ran for alderman because I know that there is a population of people of color in Glendale. But guess what? We had no one to represent our interests or us in general. Now sometimes those issues are the same, no matter what color you are. And it could be a woman. We had a woman, but me being there puts a different perspective. And my goal, everybody else has their goal, but my goal for 2018 is to expand territory with women and women of color. Get out of Milwaukee. Go to Brown Deer. There is a woman that's running for Brown Deer. Wanda Montgomery. We have to get her elected. She's a great woman. I want to see women in Greendale, Greenfield, Waukesha, women of color running. Do not be scared because it's not Milwaukee. We can take territory. So what do? We show up and we show out! Show up and show out! Show up and show out! Show up and show out! Thank you so much! I have no voice left, but thank you!
How do you say DUERST.
Durst is the worst.
Durst the worst, bitch!
Subscribe, bitch!